Christina. My team built a project that we named Note to Chef. It was inspired by a certain holiday coming up this week where folks, usually have to plan meals for large gatherings. And our personal experiences of having to take into a lot of dietary accommodations into consideration in planning meals for these gatherings. So we decided to build an app with React.js and .NET, and it is fully deployed in Netlify right now, and it's also fully responsive. Just gonna show you real quick how nice that looks. And then as I walk you through the app, you'll see over on the right side that I have the console open because this app was built using an API called Spoonacular, and those API calls work. We get response data and render them on the pages, so I just wanted you to be able to see that in the console as I walk you through the site. All right, so this is our landing page. However, we do have like a login and a registration feature so that a person can save recipes to their collections. But we'll start at the home page. So we have different options here for searching for recipes. You can search for either of these different, what do you call this? Not a restriction, a dietary, I forget what you call being vegan or vegetarian. Sorry, folks. Like the general umbrella term. Anyways, you can choose one of these and then you can scroll down and choose as many intolerances as you like. So for me personally, I would choose gluten because my mom doesn't eat that, and I would choose dairy because my brother is very intolerant. And I'd click submit here. Over in the console, you can see that clicking those cards set the parameters for our API call and returned an array of a bunch of different recipes that I can look at and see if any of these sound good for the meal that I'm planning. Let's see here. The garlicky kale sounds nice. And let's see here. Okay, so it is gluten-free and dairy-free. I think this would work for me. I'm going to save it to my collections. And now I am on my collections page and I can see that I have my garlicky kale and a couple other recipes here that I have saved. And now I want to take a look at the ingredients and the steps for the recipe. We also thought it was really important to include a feature where folks can add notes to the recipes that they've saved in their collections. Because, garlicky kale might be something I make often, but something like, the marshmallow yams for, traditional Thanksgiving food, marshmallow yams, might be something that I only make once a year. And so if I pull up the recipe and it's like, oh, wait, I think I did a substitution last year. What did I do? How did it work out? We wanted to make sure that there was a place where folks can make notes on their recipes so that they can remember how it went the last time they made the dish. Okay. And then we also have in our collections page a place where you can create collections. So we have one set up right now for Thanksgiving, and it has space where you can, note the dietary restrictions that you're working with. You can add little sections for the different kinds of dishes you're going to be looking for, and then you can add the recipes to these lists for what you want to make for that meal. All right, so those are the basic functions of our app. I want to go over to our About page and just give a shout out to my team. We are mostly, I think we're all very, very new. I think we all learned mostly within the last year how to code, those of us who code. Christine is our backend developer. She has set up the .NET backend and has been working furiously on those connections. Lucy has worked with her on that and then also did most of the legwork with the API and getting that set up. Carlisha did an amazing job with choosing our color palette and choosing our style and our feel for the app. I worked on the front end with Kimberly, and then Gori was our project manager, and her and Paulina and Molly worked a lot with Carlisha to come up with the design. And then Lindsay was also one of our backend developers. So that is Note to Chef. Thank you so much to GirlDevelopIt and all the people behind it for this opportunity. We had a lot of fun.
Yay. Well, that's beautiful. And you just panicked. Half the people in the chat who forgot it was Thanksgiving next week. So thank you for that. We all needed that. We needed your app. Thank you so much. All right. Our next team is Walking Adventure, and City Slickers will be after